Um, there's a lot that's been going on all week long. Actually, for the last 2 weeks. Charleston White, Atlanta rapper, Flip, Quick Vino, Quando, Rondo, rest in peace to Little Man, Lil Pub. When do we get to the point of let's stop crashing out? That's what it's boiling down to. A lot of dudes is crashing out. We can't start blaming the young, dumb, young rappers. We can't blame the young, little young boys losing their mind. This internet clout thing is a dangerous drug. It's so dangerous that dudes are crashing out, man. We just seen it with Vino. Vino crashed out. Charleston White. He says it. He's top flight security in the world. This is Charleston White words. I'm top flight. You play with me, you going to jail. This is what Charleston White says. What happens? He goes to a situation with Vino. Vino want to flash guns around like he's not a felon. He got the goons and goblins with him. He's on the phone with the detective. The detective is telling him to stop. Vino's saying no. This is them getting clout from this. This is clout. This guy's online making videos about me. He's disrespecting me. And sometimes people take the disrespect as a win. I finally realized something. Some people don't want nothing. And those who treat them like trash. You treat people like trash, as long as they feel they're a part of something, they're okay. Vino was okay with that. But Charleston White had different plans. You understand what I'm saying? Charleston White had different plans than Vino. You're not going to play with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to play? I'm going to make you a prime example. You're going to crash out. And he crashed out to the point where the man is incarcerated. I think y'all take the perception of being real too far. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Y'all listen to these stories and y'all, I don't know what part of the brain is hitting it, but y'all believing that being real means to crash out. That's not the reality of nothing. You cannot say crashing out is real. You can't say it. Because now this is what we're watching. We're watching dudes crash out. And they're doing it for clout. All this is clout moves. A lot of this stuff is clout. A person's willing to do 25 years to be spoke about to go viral on the internet at this point. This internet thing is like a drug to some, right? Again, it's going back to Vino. Talk about Quando. You'll go to Quando. Quando got a lot of beef, little issues, right? What's good, what's good. A lot of issues, situations going on with the, you know, the King Von situation, right? But he's running around, he's good, he's running around, doing the things he likes to do. I don't know if it was backdoor or not backdoor or not, but why? But why y'all think it wouldn't happen? A man running around with dudes, they assume he got the bag, he may have the bag. You can't hang around with a bunch of dudes that economic value don't equal yours. So if your chain costs 10,000, the safest place for you to be is around dudes who chains cost 10,000. If you're running around with $1 million chain on, you're buying ounces of lean, the rest of the things that you're doing, you're putting yourself in harm's way. Because we're not even talking about the wolves no more. We're talking about the homelessness. You know, the dudes that sleep on somebody's couch all day, their eyes are different. They see things differently. They don't care about what the potential is. And the littlest thing that tick them off. Because somebody, I just sit there, like quite a good example. That young boy who called Alpo, out of all his bed, he's gonna be known as Joe. That's the man that your son. That son will kill Poe. The clout is worse than the drug. When the bag's not important, since when the bag wasn't important? What we did was, as wolves, was if he get the bag, we didn't protect him. because he knew not to put himself in harm's way. He knew if I take care of them, they're not going to bother me. That's what we mean about feeding the wolves. Feeding the wolves is that we protect this guy and he runs around like 6'9" and he's yelling, he's in the club. No, he feeds a certain faction of individuals that's respected. So now dudes ain't gonna try you. But your job as the money man is keep yourself out of harm's way. Because it's gonna cost you more money for us to go to war for you. So let's stop with these narrations of what it is to feed the wolves and all this other craziness. That's how the wolves got fed. That's why you hear weird names part of these different crews. When you hear Hootie Bang Bang is in Washington Projects in the 90s, what is Hootie doing in Washington? He's a Lehman. Hootie Bang Bang, what is he doing in Washington? No, somebody brings him down there because his name means something. Okay, Hootie, Hootie running with them dudes. His job is, but your jobs ain't to be acting up because you got a Hootie Bang Bang down there. I'm giving you an example. Your job is conduct yourself as a man, or it's gonna really cost you money. Because you either are gonna pay your way or you're gonna lay your way. Let's stop again allowing individuals that's not from the cloth speak for the cloth. Quando put yourself in harm's way. What's supposed to happen? You're putting yourself in harm's way. Quando, what was supposed to happen? Whatever you did to somebody, they thought they had to follow you and take care of some business. My thing with you is, you know you got all the beef in the world. Why you ain't shoot your way out of that? You dudes wanna act like killers and felons, but when it's time to get busy, they're never gripped up. There's no ultimate shoot. I done seen person in my life, dudes get ran up on and shoot their way out, allegedly. Get themselves out of that. Oh, wait, hold on. Dudes is following me, pull over. Yo, hold on. So if you dudes that know you got beef, because it's internet thing, dudes are telling you when they catch you lacking what they're gonna do to you. So who are y'all listening to? What OGs is sitting there telling you, we know you got all the smoke in the world, but you good, nobody's gonna try you. Nothing's gonna happen to you. Who's telling you this, Quandos? Who's telling the Quandos this? Let me reset the room real fast. Shout out to Clubhouse, Constricted Mentality. Shout out to my man, P and God's King. This show is about people crashing out. The title of the show is Individuals Crashing Out, like Quando, and Vino. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is crazy. At some point, shout out to my man Hassan Campbell. At some point, when do we finally sit back and go, it's crashing out cool? You know what I'm saying? It's crashing out cool. Is it cool to crash out? I mean, I never seen it before. Everybody crashing out. They think it's cool to run into a garbage can. Well, right now, it's like we can't blame the young dude. We can't say this, because you can't put yourself in harm's way. Not just being a boss, being smart. Exactly. It's being smart. Like, who's gonna sit back? A piece of info minds in the building, piece of info minds. When are we gonna realize putting yourself in harm's way? Something's gonna happen. Because people are gonna assume. People, you know what I'm saying? People are gonna assume shit. But it costs, Harlem Double, it costs to be safe in these streets. Who ain't telling the dudes that? What OGs at our age ain't telling dudes, yo, listen, man, you know you got all the smoke in the world with a couple of good GEs. You don't know about all the GEs and BDs, but we know somebody love King Von. That's one beat your name keep popping up. You keep getting away and slithering, but at some point, something's gonna happen to you. Keep that rally on you. This is not a play. This is not a play. You dudes be sitting around going, y'all wanna hear, y'all wanna hear, you know what I'm saying? They not listening. This ain't a play. I know when I was knee deep in those streets and I know I had beef, I had to take a chance with B and C felony, man. Because before I let somebody run up on me and do some type of physical harm to me, I'm getting my way out of this. Yes, that's exactly what Quando did. This man died on the crime. So all that killer one shit, all that being slick and funny jokes, then you see somebody get hit and then it hits you. Yo, bro, so you need to find God. Go find the great Jesus. You go to church and you go, God, can you forgive me, Jesus? Because you're gonna keep putting people in danger because they want to be around you because they assume you got money. They think you got a door to open. They assume you have something. Little Paul was just hanging out with you. You ain't died. He did. You know what I'm saying? God saved you again. I'm listening to I'm just listening. I'm going, how did these dudes put themselves in harm's way? And I know they around some older cats. There's somebody older uncle, or older gang member leader. Are y'all telling these young boys, because y'all telling some shit that you wouldn't do, that you dudes wouldn't do. So are y'all telling these niggas like, yo, sir, you good, you over there on my name, and as long as you on my name, you get money? Is that what the story's about? Is that what you're telling these dudes? No, let me tell you about these streets. Nobody's safe. Nothing's safe. If somebody tell you that if somebody physically tell you that you're safe, they lying to you. Lying to you. Yo, you good, don't worry about that. Even when I go to certain blocks that dude said I was good at, I still came ready for war. Yeah, we don't. We that's what I'm saying. We shouldn't feel bad, Fly Mike, because why should we feel bad for an individual that puts himself in these situations? Now it came back to hit them. They begin to believe that they're untouchable. That is a fact. At some point, when you just sit back and go, because he's supposed to shoot his way out of that. You know you're being followed. You look, boom, you're on point, right? Oh shit. Now you're trying to get away now. No, you dealing with young boys, your newfound riches, listen to the wrong old niggas. That because we was young niggas that found new riches, but we listen to some of the right old niggas. Listen, you want to stay alive, you don't want the police, you don't want your name in the precinct. The one thing you didn't want, your name in the precinct and your name coming out of stick-up kids' mouths. Those are the two things in my generation. I don't know about yours. Them niggas say, when y'all niggas start getting some money, you don't want your name in the precinct, and you don't want your name in the streets. And that was a whole let me get low, stay low, not be around. It wasn't because dudes was shooky dooky. It was more so of the stick-up kids. Because when the stick-up kids came, they stalked your family out. They just didn't rob you. What you think, they just took your chain? Back in the days, the stick-up kids kicked your doors and they tied the whole family up. You know what I'm saying? They tied the whole family up. Somebody might die, that bricking in there. Hold on, you think I'm playing with you? Clack it out. You see what happened to AZ? You know what I'm saying? You see what happened in that situation. Y'all see countless. How about the joint in East New York where they kicked the doors and they killed everybody in the house except the baby in East New York? So we didn't want our names coming out of stick-up kids' mouths. Because the stick-up kids wasn't of the whoever. These were the official ones, the ones that had tied the whole house up. If they thought there was 1,000 grams sitting in that safe, or 30, 40,000. So you didn't want that. So what you did was, to keep that from happening, you put certain names and individuals in front of you, like a chest tape, and as long as I stay low, they're gonna think y'all niggas is getting all the money. You know what I'm saying? And now look at the position of the boss. Because the boss' whole job was, I don't want to go to jail. You don't get it. I don't want to go to jail. Definitely. Mr. Mike goes in the building. Fly Mike definitely being you know what I'm saying? Being a rapper, there's no way that finding hip hop is so dangerous right now. Hip hop is dangerous. There's more dudes dying in hip hop that got a name for themselves than the actual hustlers now. What hustlers is dying now? That's major. The last major hustler that we seen pass away was who? This culture, we gotta say the culture that we're in is insane. It has nothing to do with hip hop. It has something to do with the teachings and the lessons and who's kicking this Willy Bobo with you and who's really breaking this shit down to you. Your job as you getting your own money is do not put yourself in harm's way. Now, what part of putting yourself in harm's way? You can have a big chain, but you have a big chain with 4 or 5 dudes in them blickies. Listen, the first one acting crazy, you're shutting it down. They make it then. They crash out, bro. Bro, they crash out. They rely on their messages in public through the social media. They make it dangerous. They like the likes. Yo, I was in front of the club telling this guy suck this and suck that. You got a $900,000 chain on insurance. The chains that we wore didn't have insurance. So when you caught us for a rollie, a nice chain, a bracelet, there wasn't no I can just go get it and get this shit back. You had to go get your jewel, your insurance plan in 1989 when somebody yapped yours was pick your gun up and go get yours. Now they have everything's insured. They have an insurance on a chain, a ring. So now you broke them all, then I can get it right back. You know what I'm saying? These are the situations that we're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Charleston White, I don't agree with a lot of shit that man said. Let me tell you something, man. Not because Charleston White is a nutcase. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta respect the respect. See, a lot of you dudes don't respect the respect. I listen to a nigga. Again, when wasn't it smart not to listen? No, just come on, baby. Tell me, when it wasn't smart not to be a listener? When? Like I told you, you gotta know who to be around. I'm not wearing $1 million chain on my name for Lex. I know the wolves, not even the wolves, the vultures. I know the vultures. Niggas, oh, see, check. I would have to get a couple of good individuals drunk on some good sauce so that my chain don't get talked, don't get snatched. Yo, son, come through, son. He a nutcase. Yeah, I know. No matter what happens, he gonna shoot for me. Yo, son, what you want, some steakhouse? You want some Red Lobster, son? We good. Not posting up, yo, taking flip kids and all that. Because somebody's gonna try that. It's not a... Y'all got the situation with the wolves totally twisted from the people who's speaking. You're speaking to a guy that's from the blocks. I don't know. Stop listening to this internet shit. When we say feed the wolves, it's because you got certain names attached to your brands. These are ambassadors of your color. Like somebody who wears polo. They are like an actor who wears polo. He may become an ambassador of that brand. So now when you're feeding the wolves, these wolves are already cemented in the streets. You are just the boss. So I feed these names. They are respected between other wolves. And not wolves, but pit bulls. Because pit bulls can't be tamed. Wolves can't be tamed, but pit bulls can't be tamed. So now the pit bulls, I ain't messing with them because son kill me. Yo, I ain't playing with that nigga because his gun go off. Yo, I ain't playing with him. Lord, this is why you're feeding them. You're feeding them. You want that name on your block. Who on your block? I got this such and such on my corner. Who? I got the twins over here. Whoa, the twins on Lex? I ain't playing with them niggas on Lex. Now, all of a sudden, they're going to say the twins is getting money on Lex. They not even thinking about the nigga who's really hitting the block. They just got them as the face. But your job is to stay low. Because that defeats the purpose of paying the wolves to put their face on your color. This ain't no gang shit, man. This ain't no 031 or C Life shit. This is some real shit. Y'all niggas done took some dudes that wasn't a part of these type of organizations or really know what's going on. Exactly. This is street. This is, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, you gotta understand exactly. Eric B. and Rakim. If you peep the album, what does it say? Eric B. and Rakim. You know what I'm saying? Eric B. the DJ, Rakim's the MC. It could have been Eric B. and Freddie Fox. You know what I'm saying? But Eric B. was the face. Now you know what I'm saying? Do you get a drift of where I'm getting at right here? So now Quando, you keep putting yourself in harm's way. You need to pay for that young man's funeral. The moral of the story is, we don't know what you was doing. Was you backdoor? Why wouldn't you think that eventually somebody would grime you with all the little beef you get? What make you dudes believe that y'all untouchable? You're sitting there crying. You was crying, but you was happy you see no police. You was happy. I know you said, oh God, that's what you was crying for. You seen California finest. You thought, you know what I'm saying? You saw them and said, I'm still alive. That's what you seen, bro. So what make you think you're not gonna get backdoored? Everybody gets backdoored, bro. What make you think not? Somebody gonna line you up. You put yourself out there like that. You might have been playing with them. You know, every market is different, man. Dudes ain't got time to play with dudes, man. Like I said, some dudes chase clout. When son get caught, no matter how much money, how broke he is, he gonna be known as the man who killed Little Pug. Yo, son that killed Little Pug in the pen. To some dudes, he was happy. You see him started crying, oh my God! That's the one time, that's what I mean. Everybody say see, the moral of the story is people say F the police until the police come at a time of crisis. And then it's, oh my God, you see him? He jumped up the car all crazy. So the moral of the story, let me show you. Let me show you a little bit of Wando's actions. Let's go to Quando. I'm going to the neighborhood right now. I'm in the offices, as y'all see, I'm in the offices. I'm working on a book, an audio book, and a potential movie. It's called The Martinez Organization. It's going to be an action-packed movie. It's going to be very diligent. So I'm in the offices. You'll see where I'm at. I'm in the offices. You see the pictures on the wall. I'm working on the Martinez Organization, Washington, D.C., when D.C. was the murder capital. It has nothing to do about New York. It's all about D.C., the Martinez Organization. I'm just going to my little commercial, and this is about the Wayne Perry situation where I'll poll with the dates and situations on the projects, the cases, and allegedly the homicides. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be piece by piece. It's going to be, and the greatest thing about this is an actually story that was written by an individual. So that's the next push right now. We're going to do the visual of D.C. The only visual we ever got was Marion Berry smoking crack at a hotel. We're going to take this to a whole nother level. Shout out to Marion Berry. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shout out to the mayor of D.C. in the 80s. But this is going to be a big project. I'm working on it. Some good things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you can't put a lot of information out there. Just throwing out there. We got the soon to be the Martinez Organization situation will be hitting the streets. This is better than the words. This is dated. Everything is not all over the place. It's very, and it's an area I want to know about DC when it came to a certain situation. Now back to the Rondo need to hire some cops. The way he seen the cops. Hold on, we're going to Quando. Get Quando. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is the scene from these niggas. They always say help the police. You always say help the police. Look at them. Now look at this. Look at it. Look at
Shots fired. A fight taken to the streets in this chaotic scene. The ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
That Quando. Look at Quando.
Vino rapper Quando, Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight. It all started at this moment.
Now, the question is, we see you, Quando. You see them cops. You realize they can't come get me now. The question is, what did you do that made 3 individuals follow you? Hell yeah. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh. So why do y'all live this life? The cops saved you. If it wasn't for the police, woo! If it wasn't for the goddamn cops coming, them niggas was shooting to kill. Don't get it. They were shooting to kill. He just laid on the floor some goddamn where. But this is what I mean. This is serious, man. He needs to stay up with schedules. Dudes need to know how you're moving, how you're speaking, how you're moving around this place. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, a lot of the screenplay soon to be. I'm putting up on my IG. I'm gonna put up on here right now.
Station at 5:30 Friday.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta feed. We just feeding the wolves, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like this is like this situation, right? This is my IG. I'm posting parts of a lot of the scenes that's gonna be in it, paperwork in it. It's a lot of information. My IG is public. It's Zeke Black Feed the Wolves. Now, again, we can't keep blaming the young dumb niggas. Look what happened to Vino. Why was you playing with Charleston White? Charleston White says he's top flight security in the world. He's an honorary cop. He actually called the feds. The feds gave you forewarning, fall back. Basically, the detective told you, be easy, be cool. And you going from the Magic City and do exactly what every clout chaser in the world does. My whole thing is, Vino, is Soulja Boy gonna send you some money? Is he gonna take the time out of his beautiful life to go, yo, Vino, boom, take this to this, you know what I'm saying, 100,000 because you stood up for me because Captain Charleston White maced me. No, because if this doesn't happen, you have no personal beef with Charleston White, but him macing Soulja Boy. And that's what I mean, man. You know what I'm saying? Good point, Mr. White. Bruce definitely wasn't moving right. That's when you believe that you're untouchable. You run around with a mask on your face. And you know what? I mentioned this to somebody yesterday. I said, do you ever notice a lot of rappers from New York are getting slayed and not getting slayed because it sounds, pretty bad, but are getting killed in Los Angeles or just not Los Angeles, in California. They're going to California, putting themselves in harm's way to these gang members. Remember, we had street culture. Yeah, we have street culture. And you get the blocks, they have gang culture. A lot of their gang culture is different from our street culture. You may think that them out of towners are slow, but they're not. They got their own culture. Now, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that they've been gang banging for years. You know what I'm saying? Their culture is totally different from our culture. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Golden Shears said it right. If Charleston White, he be having these dudes lose their minds, son. Got these dudes jumping out the window, salute wax, and he gave the big dogs in the building. Shout out to the movement we here. We need better answers because it's gangbang culture, we understand the culture. So now you're putting yourself on harm's way. But no, I'm going to touch on a little bit of Charleston White a little bit, and then we're going to touch back up on this Quando shit. Because Quando, you got to do better, bro. everything around you going bad. Even, allegedly using the situation with King Von. Now your man died. Like, oh, you bad luck, bro. Is the game really for you? I mean, I'm not gonna stand by you. You got too much beef. So for me to stand by you, it's gonna cost you 2-3 million plus 8 bulletproof vests, bro. But my thing about these dudes is they'll talk all this shit, they'll do all this crazy shit, they'll talk all this drilling, but when it's time to drill, y'all niggas never have a gun on them. It's a cat with 9 lives, you know what I'm saying? It's the internet. Yo, listen. This is the Charleston White thing. The Charleston White thing is even more crazy. Because why are you clout chasing a clout chaser? That tells you you're going to jail, you threaten me. And you crashed out because you wanted to be under the assumption or presumption, or how you want to say the word, of being real. I'm real, so he can't stop me. I'm not scared of the police. And then it's the truth. When you get them handcuffs, when you're sitting down in that courtroom, you begin to see things differently when they talk about no bail. You start talking about your honor, it was a joke, it was an internet. You begin to change your tone. Yes, sir, no, sir. That's the fact. Not too many dudes go to court with the, may have some, 1%, but the average dude, when they get caught, they get they posture straight. That's how they do. They sit straight, they look straight, their eyes are different, and they go on, judges talk and go, everything to say, and your honor, it was an internet beef, and it wasn't that serious, and no, but these are your charges. So you know what, no bail, they give you time to think about it, but we're going to send this to the grand jury, and we're going to see what the grand jury thinks about this. If Charleston White wants to pursue charges in this matter. Now, my thing about you, Gino, Vino, Flip, what would they want to call you? You just came home from the feds, they just said. So why would you be on camera waving a gun? Allegedly. Why would you be giving my terrorist threats, knowing what's going on with the little young rappers, Young Thug and Gunner, with the terrorists, with the RICO Act, running around Georgia with the Georgia state laws? Why would you, a gang member allegedly, be doing this? Because you want to crash out for clout. That's what it's called, crash out for, Charles, some fool, some Fulio.
Sorry, I can't turn on shuffle.
See? Fulio himself. See what I'm saying? Even my phone feel like Fulio himself. Y'all step on the stage. Listen, hold on. I got that Charleston White moment. Now, I'm minding my shout out to my man Info Minds out there. Shout out to Queens. You know what I'm saying? That's the brose. You know what I'm saying? You got Jose and you got brose. Let me show you how dirty and dangerous Charleston White did me one day. I remember my man Info Minds a couple of months ago. He is in Clubhouse. Shout out to Info Minds, shout out to Queens. Follow him on IG. This is how he did us. Fulio Iglesias. This is how he did us on IG.
You ready to go? You goddamn right. We grew up right. Let's get it out.
That's me right there. He's black.
Look. Yeah, we grew up raping white bitches in the South. And they my Facebook friend right now today. Hold on, bro. Look. Yeah, they my Facebook friend right now today, nigga. Yeah, them same white bitches my Facebook friend. Look, Charleston, hold up. Yeah, they write movies about it, nigga.
Charleston White was losing his mind that day. That's another day that Charleston White lost his mind. So that's my first interaction with him. That's why I knew something was wrong with him. But he says he's in costume. Yo, when I do the things that I do, or say the things that I say, I'm in costume. That's what Charleston White says. Well, if you was in costume, why would somebody crash out for free? Now you're willing to put your life on the line for another 2-3 summers or a possible year and a hefty fine for threatening somebody for Soulja Boy. Are you serious? We talking about Soulja Boy. What's the song, Soulja Boy? Here we go, how we roll. Talking about Soulja Boy. There's nothing wrong with Soulja Boy, but have Soulja Boy reached out to you, Vino, and go, yo, son, for all the clout chasing that you did, Now, that's somebody you would think something that happened to. He disrespected King Vaughn. He disrespects the DMX. He disrespects everybody. And nobody seems to run up on him. Turn my swag on. Yeah, we get money. I remember, no disrespect, it was Soulja Boy versus Ice-T. How the hell did Soulja Boy wind up beating Ice-T in the battles beyond my imagination? I don't know if he beat him, but the public was like Soulja Boy beat Ice-T. Some people. That was crazy. Ice-T had colors. Color sheet, man, walking, dead man, talking, all this shit. Like, dude, it's crazy. He had lipstick on, I think, you know what I'm saying? They're taking it too serious. Yo, salute, little man, salute, man. He had lipstick on, I think, the day he was talking about Charleston White. Oh, man, he maced me. Why would you jump out the window? Now, I see it. If you was there when you got maced, I can see it. Soulja Boy was your bestie. Vince was popping. But no, Soulja Boy didn't even recognize your worth. Charleston White, he's the ultimate clout chaser. That's how he gets money. He goes against what's right. But what we think is real, he destroys. He definitely. Thank you. That's what I think about Charleston White. When we go, yo, shit, rest in peace, King Vaughn, man, fuck King Vaughn. Anything that he thinks street individuals enjoy, he tears it down like we stupid. That's what Charleston White does. He clout chases street niggas' logic. Oh, you think gangs is cool, man? Fuck your F your gang. That's what he does. Oh, you a clown. That's what he does. He attacks the attack. And we don't like it because it's like he's clowning us. Think about it. He just said fuck King Vaughn like 5 times. He ain't get shot yet. He's definitely destroyed the game. And he's shown the world how we crash out. But Timothy May, I have to say, Timothy May, great thing you just said right there. Timothy May, he's just destroying the gangster image. He definitely is. Because we just seen Baby Flip Vino crash out for no reason at all. Why you crash out for, bro? So you're proving him right that most you gang niggas and street niggas ain't thinkers. That's not how this shit go. It's the 1%, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's that 1%. There's a lot of thinkers out here. There's a lot of gangsters who've never been to jail. Let's stop assuming that all the gangsters did 20 years in the penitentiary. Let's stop assuming all the gangsters got caught. Timothy May, we need somebody to destroy the gangster image. We're losing too many black men. You know what I'm saying? Bigger threat. Thank you for the $5 donation to the United to the United African American College Fund. You know what I'm saying? Them shout the bigger threat in the building. Vince goes, I'm on Vince Breeze. A great thing you brought up Timothy May first. Timothy May, we need somebody to destroy the gangster image. We're losing too many you boys and men. That's a fact. We need somebody to do that. We do need somebody who doesn't cheerlead the gangsterism. We do need somebody for that. And it has to be my color. I'd rather Charleston White than the oppressor. Because the oppressor, they doing it themselves. They got their own they call it conservatism. You know what I'm saying? We see it on Fox News. They're just doing it a whole lot. They're just using better words to being well versed at it. Mr. White Bills. Shout out to Mr. White Bills. He goes, we live in a new era, especially when it comes to the internet. Some just don't belong on here. It's a fact. If you're willing to crash out, this is not for you. If you're not emotionally imbalanced, this is not for you. Right now, a kid died and YouTube's gonna make a lot of money off of all these videos if they're monetized. They're making money off of Black Death on this one. They are. Look at the videos that's being made. The ones that got commercials, okay, they get PC from. So let's stop thinking that African American death is unprofitable or black and brown death is unprofitable. It very is. It's a multi-million-dollar business, billion-dollar business. It's bigger than the music now. Look, we done seen Vino. Vino took up the window. Fly Mike. He goes, but in New York, you're not real right unless you were in jail. Sounds as corny as you're in school with the empty book bag because it wasn't cool to invest in your education. That's a fact. That's how the narrative is put out there. Yo, son, you could be, I know a bunch of homies who never been in jail. But nah, you ain't nobody. I know a homie that get more money than five dudes that claim they got status. But now the homie ain't real right because he ain't never spent a yard in Attica, the swing, Sawanga. So these are the narratives that's being situated. These are the conversations that we gotta have. We can't sit here and say we're trying to save the youth and gang culture, but then we're on platforms defending 1090 Jake, a gang member, saying how real he is, how much work he put in. No disrespect. This is real. This can't get no realer than this. So I'm gonna tell other kids, don't join the gang, don't do this shit. But nah, son, but 1090 Jake is a real one because let me tell you something. Real is real no matter how much you co-sign it. If you're a real one, you're just a real one. That's just everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna respect you. Definitely, how you gonna be arguing with dudes online you don't even know? I'm just giving you an example. He's just an example of you can't say, yo, they're trying to say to you, but then a week later you're online defending a gang member, bigging up his gang tactics. When you're in a gang, of course you gotta defend yourself. That's what comes with gang. When you join a gang, one of the things that's liable to happen, go to jail and definitely die. This ain't a fraternity, bro. Y'all misconstruing the message. Y'all heard? This ain't the Kappas, this ain't the Sigmas, this ain't the Omegas, this ain't the Deltas. This ain't the Kappas. So now, when you're sitting here telling me that this guy's putting in work, of course he's a gang member. You know what I'm saying? Gangs have beefs in jail. They don't care what color you are. If I'm blood and I pull to a spot and the blood's going out with the Trinidadios, but they go, nah, Zeke, you from the east side, move to this side. If you don't know, you don't know. That's how that works. You know what I'm saying? That's how this game goes. You see, some people are so entrapped in those words. But if you know, you know. If you don't know, hey, that's better for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how this shit goes. That's what real niggas say. If I go to your block and somebody goes, see, you got work, nah, I ain't got nothing. If you don't know I got it, then, nah, I'm good, so I don't got nothing, bro. That's how this shit go, bro. That's how the streets go. We don't go, that's again, the culture. I know dudes that get a whole bunch of money that don't even deal with half because they don't want to be the Quando Rondos. They don't want to be the baby Vinos putting themselves in harm's way. Nobody wants to be that. That's how it was. If you don't know I have work, I don't tell you I got work. Fuck is you, the police? If you don't know what I got, then so be it. That's how the game went, man. You gang niggas, they're twisted fuck the game to where these young rap niggas think it's cool to crash out, and that's the conversation. Forget what the crash out. The crash out. So I think it's dope that Rondo's crashing out. It's an internet thing now. Yeah, everybody, it's cool to crash out. It's this crash out because the internet didn't afford people a check to put themselves in harm's way. But we're speaking on America right now. We know other countries, third world countries, they got their issues. We're speaking about our community. Because a lot of times we get distracted worrying about other communities. Let's speak about the issues in our communities, right? I'm not going to go to war for you and your chain is insured. I'm not doing that. See, you understand what I just told you? Quando, Rondo, your little beast you got, or whoever you little rap cats, your chain is insured. So I'm gonna go gun for gun for somebody, put my life on the line, and you can just go. You're gonna get a check for $800,000 because you just got your shit, yeah. Come on, man. You dudes be ready to crash out. A lot of you dudes are happy to be a part of something that doesn't even have. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the issues that people have is because what comes from the outside, not from the inside, the outside. Because a lot of people want to be a part of, even if it has no benefits or no profits, just want to be a part of. Some people treat me like shit, a dog, as long as I can attach my name to you. That's what these dudes is doing. Why are Little Pub is dead for? Because he's hanging out with a nigga who got some beef. That's the question. Is it that he's crashing out because I'm hanging out with somebody who I know got beef. And he ain't gripped up or I'm not gripped up. Because I know something's liable to happen. You cannot be that comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot be that comfortable. And he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna slide. He's gonna sit in California and make church songs. He's gonna find God. He's gonna see things differently. Because they're not even from there. So the way you're gonna slide, you gotta be, what is he gonna do? He's gonna pull a menace to society? A lot of these dudes like Pop Smoke. Rest in peace to the young brother. But he put himself in harm's way, right? Pop Smoke, he put himself in harm's way. You put yourself in harm's way. What happened? You're, not that they're in California, but you're not in your territory. Why do you dudes always get comfortable no matter where you go? That's why a lot of dudes died out of town. A lot of dudes got too comfortable. They begin to do things that you don't do in certain areas and certain markets. And left doors open to get robbed, to get murdered. They're sticking kids everywhere. This New York nigga got the lax. This New York nigga, he in the clubs. Yo, this New York nigga, he must have shorty. Yo, such and such, such and such. What? Get him. You're not even from here. She opened the door, a bunch of niggas got guns and masks on their head. You don't know these niggas. They bust you over the head 8, 9 times. They get the safe, and then you got one nigga in the crib, and man, fuck this New York nigga and smoke you. Kill you for no reason. Got anything, fuck this nigga. That's the world we live in right now. That's the world we live in. A lot of you dudes are getting too comfortable. The game, who in this game ever told you it was comfortable in this game? Exactly. It's crazy when your man get hit because of you. Some shit you probably did. Or because who knows what backdoor shit these niggas be doing behind closed doors. This shit is a lot of this conversation, man, is shit that I'm chilling, man. I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm good spirits. I got to let me reset the room real fast. Let me reset the room real fast. This show is called. Hold on. Let me get back to the fundamentals. Yeah, fool. It's called Social Media Got Dudes Clashing Out, Quando, Rondo, and Quick Flip Vino. You know what I'm saying? You know what happened in Killer Cali with Quando, Rondo, and we also know what just happened with Flip Vino playing with Charleston White, top flight security of the world. You know what I'm saying? This is the world that we live in. A lot of times, clout is not a bad thing. Thank you for asking what the show is about. So I gotta reset this every 10 minutes because I gotta let the people know what's going on, that's coming in, that's probably looking what the hell's going on. What's going on is the young boys is crashing out. Not just young boys, but grown men is crashing out. Dudes that's 30, 31, they're not young boys no more. I'm gonna be honest with you, once you hit 21, that young boy shit is over. It's over, fully over. Fully over. Once you hit that 21, once you hit 21, there's no more excuses. There's no more, yo, my bad. Yo, you won't believe what happened last night. I don't know what zip codes you live in, but in my zip code, once you was over 21, hands and feet, you knew what you did when you went over that pack. But that's how it goes. A lot of you guys don't understand the conversation, don't understand the context of what I'm speaking. But when was it cool to put yourself in harm's way all the time? When was it cool to put yourself in harm's way? That's what I said. That's everywhere all over the globe. Since when was it cool? We hear stories. eBay Films is in the building. eBay Films is in the building. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But you know what though? I like that's his opinion, bro. And a lot of times, a lot of New York dudes, they crashing out on his internet. They are. So he's not lying. See, I can sit here and go, man, because of nothing. We gotta learn to take what's honest, what's being real. Since when somebody says some real shit and you don't understand it? Since when somebody says some real shit and now he gotta be a buster and a bozo and a sucker ass nigga? No. That's okay. Because he's right. There's a lot of niggas on the internet from New York that's crashing out for clout. That's crashing out for clout, bro. It's a lot of that shit going on. It's just a lot of them dudes ain't getting caught lacking. But a couple of niggas gonna get caught lacking one day. Everybody has that one day that they're gonna get caught in the wrong zip code. And when they get caught in the wrong zip code, have that same energy. Be the same wolf. That's what I tell niggas. That's what my OGs told me. Just, you know what I'm saying? That's what my OGs told me. Nigga, when you go to 100131 or 10026, things are liable to change, bro. Be a little smart. Watch what you say. Watch the zip code. That's one of them. Yo, who that? Because that's what dudes do. Yo, who that? I don't know. He here to see you, such and such. Watch his style. You coming on happy-go-lucky with big gold on and respect. You come through and you acting like you that nigga. Yo, son, and nigga, dudes are instantly not like you. I don't like that nigga like this. I don't give a fuck about Sherry. I know Sherry cool, but fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And one day, you be at Chevy crib chilling, and coming downstairs. When you see a lot of dudes get robbed in the lobby, they put themselves in harm's way. Not saying that innocent dudes ain't get robbed in the lobbies in New York, but a lot of dudes already create the hate. So now you come out the building, you feel you want to go to the store. And when you go to the store, the pit bulls is downstairs. The hyenas, the hyenas. One sees your chain, another one sees your watch, somebody sees your sneakers, and as soon as you come out that door, yo son, why you keep looking at me for, son? And that's how it happens. What was you talking about? Yo, come here. I'm playing with you. And you just gotta pray that there ain't a young dumb nigga that's gonna pull a gun out and shoot you. Why? Because you went in another territory. I'm that nigga. Niggas know who I am. I don't care about that shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we have to be very mindful of the shit that we put out there. Being smart in these dirty streets, looking back and forth. Quando, Rondo. Come on, you know you got one real beef. King Vaughn. I don't know about all the shit you've been into. it to. That King Von shit is something that's real. You're not gonna walk around protected. You're gonna keep playing around, pulling up to certain spots like it's a game. Another nigga may not even like it because, man, this nigga think he tough. We don't know what he did to make 3 individuals follow him like, get him. Those are the pit bulls. You know how you have like pits? Them terrorists, you go, get him. My man's at the pit back there. My man spoke, shot spoke. He at the pits, get him. I seen a nigga sick a dog with a nigga. Niggas sick the dogs on him. Y'all keep it. Niggas, what? Niggas get him. What happened? Your man died. So God must love you. Get out of hip hop, go to church, get your life together. How many more people gotta die around you, ops or not, before you finally get what you want? Because you want to go viral on the internet. You still want to talk shit. You want to say funny shit in interviews. The wolves is a different type of, the pit bulls are untameable. You can't, pit bulls, you can't, pit bulls is dangerous. You can't, a pit bull is snap. Lion, tigers, and bears. That's why, if necessary, I ask dudes, I don't know about you, I don't know for who you are. You could be Jay-Z, Jigga. You got beef over there, my nigga? Nah, I'm good, son. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm only going because I want to ride your straddle. I'm not going gripped up, but I know you got drama over there. So I know 9 out of 10 something's liable to happen and go wrong. And most of the time, you niggas never get caught lacking. I'm gonna be the one get hit in the back, hit in the neck, hit in the shoulder. And they're gonna be like, why is he got shot for? He was out dick riding again. They were gonna say he was dick. I wouldn't know why he was there. Because if you on Little Pub wasn't making music, he was just joyriding with you and got murdered, my nigga. That is crazy. So when you say back door, if you can't feel the temperature in the room when you walk in it, then you deserve everything you get. You deserve everything you get. If you go somewhere and you do not feel the heat on that wall, the funny looks, those son, maybe I was son. Now I ain't fucking with these niggas, son. Why I go back for? Cause while you leaving, they plotting, yo son, such and such, such and such. Yo, word, son, he got da-da-da-da. Dudes, they come back. I seen a picture with him and Big U together, but hey, that's that gang shit. Got nothing to do with me. Big U can't stop a bunch of pit bulls. You can't stop the pits. If they're not directly around, but he can't really stop that. The pits don't give a fuck. Niggas will crash out right now. A nigga sitting, if they get caught, they gonna say, yo, son, such and such killed son. The king. Then he's in an algorithm of being the man who attempted to kill Quando, Rondo. He can say anything. I did it for the King Von shit. I did it for this shit. I did it for the GDs. I did it for... And the niggas that's why they did it over a bad situation at the gas. Because nowadays, these niggas be instant shit. All at the gas station, convenience store, at Walmart. Yo, that's the nigga that killed King Von. And it come out though, because somebody gets caught and they're gonna tell, because nobody wants to, this is what they do, they go, they get caught. They said, it's like the first 48, they go, you give me some coffee? You know what I'm saying? The first 48. What happened? It was me, Mo, and Poe. We was chilling in the car, and Mo, not me, but Mo recognized the black Jeep with tints, and he said that he seen such and such. So, how did he know who such and such? I don't know. The window was closed, but he said that he seen such and such. So they do it. And then they go, well, who had the gun? Not me, Mo. So I was just there riding with him. I didn't think it was that serious. And then shots rang. That's what niggas do. So we're gonna hear the story soon. We're gonna hear the reality of this. Sit your grandson down, sit the kids down and tell them the streets is a dirty place. Y'all keep letting niggas try to narrate and cook the stories. The streets is a dirty land. Y'all are miscommunicating words and wordplay. What person who gets money puts themselves in the harm's way? So 6ix9ine, did he deserve not to get beat on? Of course he deserved to beat. He was trolling still. The bag was still trolling. So now these guys that have that was just faces for his name. Now you got them doing work. Now you got them in the club. Now you got them swinging at dudes. Now you got them dudes on guard. And now they gained up. You're still trolling because this is how you get your money. So by you being in harm's way, this what you giving me ain't nothing. Then they begin to watch the bag. One thing about pit bulls, you never let the pit bulls watch the bag. You're showing it off, you want it in your mouth, you're da-da-da. Yo, son, I got the rentals that day. I got the guns. You niggas want to give me $1,000, my nigga. But off that whole troll mission, you made 1.5. That shit went viral. Your next song went crazy. I was part of that algorithm. Then dudes begin to feel like nigga own something. A lot of you dudes, man, y'all listening to all the wrong shit. You're listening to listen what you want to listen to. Listen to the wrong shit. Listen to the manipulation. Listening to I don't know what you want to listen to. But when was it cool to put yourself in harm's way and you had a chain that cost $40,000? You got a house, you got a nice car. Even if it's leased or if it's rented, but it's something that you can afford. Since when was it cool to put yourself in harm's way? That's gangster now? That's real? That's real? I seen one dude say he'd rather just to put himself in the algorithm. Yeah, I told, so I'm a part of that case. Just so he could go viral. I thought, I couldn't imagine that. What person says that he ratted just to go viral? So, what I just said, somebody said that they ratted so that they can go viral, to put themselves a part of a case, that the only part of the case that they in is that something happened to him, had nothing too much to do with him testifying that something happened to him in the case due to the confidential informant. How this thing smoking? Niggas become the content. You understand? You know Chicago finest. For those that just stepped in the room, let me reset the room. This show's about social media, God dudes crashing out. Quando, Rondo, situation, rest in peace, Blue Pub, and quick little Vino messing with Charleston White. Now, who wants to hear what Charleston White had to say about the crash out? Because Charleston White's whole job is to disrespect the street guy. A lot. What we praise, what we preach on, what we think is real, what we think is solid, he destroys. He destroys that one moment that is part of the cloth, and how dare he? But then he proves us right with the Quando Rondo shit. 2 days later, this guy gets ambushed and he gets hit. Then he proves everybody right. Like, damn, this nigga, he has a point there. These street guys is crazy. How? Since when it wasn't cool to get money and be happy? Since when it wasn't cool to get money and be happy? Now you get money now, you want to, your whole first thing is you need beef. I need some type of drama in my life. But just like most dudes, it ain't the individual that gets hit. Cam Stone's popping. This shit becomes serious, man. Because we have to think about right from wrong, wrong from right, the necessaries. Chicago Finest says, if young dudes mess up when they go to college, it's so clean compared to New York, Chicago, and Baltimore, and what look like upper middle class to us is actually projects to them. So you let your guard down. Maybe that's what that man does. I know if I went to South Central LA and I wasn't by a suburban area, possibly USC, I am not put my guards down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure it's a lot of gang culture in South Central. As long as we know, Compton and all that stuff in the rap music, South LA, and Dr. Dre, and they're showing us the documentaries. You were watching Colors, you were watching this. So why would I want to go somewhere? A lot of dudes want to be a part of what they think is real. That's why you have rappers that come to New York, and they want to go to 121st Street, they want to hang out with Jim Jones, they want to hang out with Mano, they want to go with Uncle Murder in the East. They want to attach themselves to the streets. Like, yeah, we real, we want to real as blacks. But what comes with that is a healthy price. If you got ops, if you don't know how to move right, if you don't know how to read a room around you, you put yourself in harm's way. That's why dudes go to California. They want to be gang up. I become blood and I go to Pyro Street or wherever I go to. I'm out there chilling with the homies. They think it gives them some type of street credibility. Dudes got to remember that they are out of towns. They are not from those blocks. Just like on my block. If you're not from my block, you are an outsider. We call you outsiders if you're not from our block. Out of towners, he's an out of towner. That makes somebody from Chicago separate on my block. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind. Keep the conversation in mind. So the young boy, whatever he was doing out there, maybe he didn't know. But you still know you gotta actually beef. Your name is something weird. Somebody gonna take a shot just because it's you. Your name is a weird algorithm. When do we get to the point where we stop wanting to crash out? You know what I'm saying? To crash out, man. You know, I hit him with a double-headed shot to my man Yambo out there. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back a couple of weeks from now. We'll be back to doing our due diligence. For y'all, see how not being in the spotlight mean a lot, right? Yambo, good example. This is the man that was behind a lot of Jay-Z music, Rockefeller, A&R, one of their first A&R. Also, the executive producer, one of the Kanye West's first album, one of the A&R executive producer. Plus, he was the management for Young Money, management for Drake. But you see, he don't parade around here clout chasing and getting chased around hip hop since 1979, 78. My bad. You see, that's how you're supposed to move. Everybody's not supposed to know who you are and how you exist and who you be and why you bang or what sets you claim. He ain't in the set. I'm just giving you a blueprint of how you're supposed to move. You put him in the room. You put him in the room with the wolves, and he can stand there and chill. That's how you're supposed to move, man. Like Jay. Other than Jay had to keep his likeness going on his internet thing every 90 days, Jay Lo, he got his own paid wolves around him. Dudes that he could bug out with and be normal with and be jigger. That's how you're supposed to move, man. You get your money, you love the people, you keep your likeness going, but you ain't gotta put yourself in harm's way. You already know Chicago Finest. All the entertainers rent those big houses in Hollywood Hills. They bring the entourage, which is hood homies, but everybody know right where to go whenever they come to Cali. Easy licks, facts. They get these little Airbnbs going live, doing the parties. We live, yo, we real ones. We out here. You think you pull up to a couple of good faces? I'm out here with the big bro. Don't stop though. That doesn't stop a bunch of undisciplined pit bulls who don't care about that. We don't know if that was a high-speed chase. We don't know if they was trying to rob them dudes. They was trying to book. We don't know if they was. We don't know if they probably just stupid and. It looked like he was low, so he didn't want nobody to know who he was. But somebody peeped game. Who knows? Yo, son, that's such and such. See, you tried to be low and you can't be low. Somebody, yo, son, and that's what I mean. You have dudes around you that make a text. Yo, they just left right now. They in the black team, son. Exactly. So we have to understand who are the old guys around these guys. At some point, yo, I watched the what's that kid name, man? Juice World. When I was so embarrassed about Juice World is he was high all day, bro, on lean. Down was high. You old niggas, all y'all cared about was him performing. Eventually, he was gonna OD. I seen an hour and a half of the show that all he was high. Is this what you OGs is doing? You're poisoning the youth with that? Keep them high and jump on stage and get the bag? They crashing out, bro. That's OG shit to you. That's real nigga shit to you. That's cool. That's dope. Co-sign the cosigns. What we doing now? We co-signing the cosign. Yo, that's what niggas was doing. Niggas wasn't. Let me tell you something. Dudes wasn't smoking crack, giving their workers all the crack to smoke, as long as they flip the pack. That didn't work. Getting high on your own supply never worked. Even with doing the hammer lean thing, you see, it worked for him. At some point, it was delays in situations. Look, he threw 8 pills down, 9 pills, or killed himself. You gotta be mindful of that, man. Quando, Rondo, you wasn't backdoored. You just should have knew better, bro. You're too comfortable where you're way too comfortable out here. You actually got a real beef with somebody. You killed King Vaughn. Forget the gang. King Vaughn got cousins and brothers. Somebody hates you in his family that's probably outside. You got a real issue. You dudes gotta understand, man, that you know, these dreams. Bullis Gotti's in the building. Shout out to Bullis Gotti. He's in the building. Salute. You gotta understand that there's a difference between fiction and non-fiction. Yeah. But you still gotta be smart. If you paying it, if you played any parts of the streets, you never get comfortable, bro. You never get comfortable. Even here in St. Louis, I love it to death. But I'm still, when I walk outside these streets, I'm on New York time. I'm on paying attention time. I don't get too comfortable. Because when I get comfortable, wife has to remind me. Yo, son, you just be passing money around like that. You bugging. Niggas watching. Niggas will follow us. You wife each other. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be smart when I'm making a move or whatever I'm doing. Because again, you can't get comfortable in other zip codes. Because in other zip codes it's pretty dangerous. You understand what I'm saying? In other zip codes it gets pretty dangerous. Gotta be smart, man. These niggas be doing too much. They go somewhere, so I'm in their mouth, yo, so I am, you know who I am. Oh, Quando. Okay, get it, follow. Yo, follow this thing. They might have won the ball, I don't know. They just start shooting the car. That sounds crazy, bro. So dudes are trying to kill him. That was a direct, get out of here. So who knows what they did 24 hours before then, or even 10 minutes before. We just caught the last end of the situation. Who knows what they did before that even got crazy, man? So what do you tell the next young rapper? Yo, let's be smart. You have to show them. A lot of these dudes don't never been shown that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes ain't never been shown that. Just reset in the room. This show's about, it's called Social Media Got Dudes Crashing Out. Quando, Rondo, Quick Flip, Vino. There's a bunch that crashed out on this internet that we see. We see every other day they crashing out. If you're gonna have an agenda, kids say to the agenda, don't go against your agenda, be on point. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. it gets crazy. I just see a video now. Somebody said Quando, Rondo. Police say Quando was intended to target LA, Atlantic Records, Hitman, music industry, Crips. You know what I'm saying? That sounds just about right. You got a lot of dudes that's in these gangs that's in this industry heavy, but we don't see it because we don't see that in New York. See, we don't see that much love with New York when it comes to this gang culture. But out there, it's a little more different, most likely. It's looking like there's a lot of ex-gang members that's in high positions in certain things. They own these clubs, they own these bars. They're really in the loop. This is, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the difference between New York and LA. I think that LA, when it comes to that California scene, I think their gang culture is really attached to some type of thing in this music industry. Compared to New York, where you hear us, F him because he won't put me on it. F him, we got the Jim Jones. We can mention ours, Jim Jones and such and such. They're fine. But a lot of them are behind the scenes. Even with Whack 100, him being a manager for somebody, or his name, the guy who helped make Boys in the Hood. These guys behind the scenes and dudes. There's just a lot of them that's behind the scenes, not just with the music and the clubs, the bars. Some of these guys are doing security for the CEOs. They're working at these labels as executives on the West Coast end. A lot of these dudes is plugged in, man. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a lot of Crips. A lot of these Crips is plugged in. A lot of these Crips but they've been plugged in way before Snoop. See, y'all been got Snoop and Dre, and they've been plugged in for the Easy E days and days before. You know what I'm saying? And that, but they've been plugged in since, the culture. I definitely appreciate E-Bands for pulling up. Shout out to E-Band. E-Band Films was in the building, you know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna say is, man, the back door, for us to say that Quando was backdoored, I can't go for that. You know you got issues. You're getting too comfortable. You're doing too much. You're going to a foreign land and not expecting that. You know what I'm saying? The wolves, the pit bulls. Like I said, we don't know what happened 10 minutes before that police chase. The second thing, that E-Band Films was in the building. You know what I'm saying? And it's the truth. Exactly, microconception, exactly. So they've always been loopy. They've always been loopy to the West Coast cats, feeding the wolves, you know what I'm saying? Now before I go, it was a joyous one. I had to give y'all this juice early in the morning. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the wolves that was in the building. I allowed us to understanding. Yo, man, pay attention to your surroundings. If you read a room and the room feels a certain way, get away, man. Shout out to Mr. White Bills for building with the guards, but this guy for pulling up. Wax AP was in the building. He pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Double R in his house. Cool 718. You know what I'm saying? Everybody pull up, man. This is, you know what I'm saying? Definitely Timothy may have some great questions. Fly Mike has some great questions. V's Prince definitely has some great questions. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a build, man. We're just building, man. You know what I'm saying? Bigger threat with the $5, donation. Definitely shout out to my people from Albany, 518, man. Definitely Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You don't know, you already know Chicago finest. You know what I'm saying? Definitely happy birthday to the General by Albany, New York. Definitely happy birthday to him. Rest in peace, rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? 15 years old when he passed away. Good guy. I see that he still gets love to this day. He's been gone for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Bahi from downtown. You know what I'm saying? The General. You know what I'm saying? Definitely salute to my BGs in Albany, and my OGKs in Albany. Definitely shout out to the OSB, On Street Boys. I gotta close out right now. I appreciate y'all. Our friends over some good information. Shout out to my block, Lexington Projects, Washington Projects. Shout out to St. Louis Wifey, West Side St. Louis. Yo, have a great day. Have a blessed day. This takes. I hope we said something that clicks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta really talk to the youth. You gotta really break this shit down. With that being said, double shot from man Smitty Brown. He's working with monetization. Definitely salute to him. It's working out, everything working out. God is good, you know what I'm saying? Everything works out. The movements. Now remember, it's all about the movements, you know what I'm saying? It's all about, people, time, you know what I'm saying? The movements, the Blow Dollars Network, the whole 5 trying to bring movement, Harlem Legend, Police Gotti, the movements, Saladin, Jamal Saladin, to all the movements, we locked in. Check out these platforms, great information, resourceful information. You might hear something that might save your life. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm gonna show the power of being on the low, right? I could do a video with somebody who's not that don't have a major social media likeness to somebody. But if I talk some gang shit, boom. So understand where the ears is at. Where the ear is at. The vision is at. People like action-packed movies. People like to hear action-packed stories. And that's what's going to lead to the next story. The Alpo Martinez organization. It's not so much about the cooperating, it's about the story and the timelines. It's so written, so well versed. Everything plays the part. No, and this is not to disrespect none of the deceased. That's definitely rest in peace to it. You know what I'm saying? But check out my IG, Zeke Black Feed the Wolves. I'm posting some information about what's about to become the biggest movie since Men's Society becomes to this type of thing. Remember what I told you? Remember you heard it first. That being said, shout out to Info Minds in the building. Info Minds, check out my man, Street Mentality, push that knife. Everybody, clout chasing, definitely clout chasing. That's my guy, Chuck. We gotta get together. We're putting this together, history. We're putting history together, you hear me? We're putting together the biggest thing since menace to society, you heard? Biggest thing. That being said,